This is my Minecraft hardcore world, quaint, enchanting, and simple, and as the game mode itself increases difficulty significantly, I challenged myself by creating this world to improve everything I do in the game, building, gameplay, progress, all of it, because in all honesty, I'm not very good at the game. So far, I've set up a stable food source, a base, and safety, but now I want to slowly become incredibly powerful so I never have to worry again. Today, to begin my path towards immense power, I decided my goals were to get full diamond armor, needing 24 diamonds, a full enchanting room, needing an additional 2 diamonds and 15 bookshelves, and to redo the design of my nether portal, so when I go there, it at least looks good. Also, just clicking on this video is super helpful, but if you also want to like or subscribe, I would really appreciate it. It's free, super quick, it shows me that you guys want this series to continue, and you can always change your mind. Okay, so the first thing that I think that I want to do today just to get started is do the mining trip, although I am going to need to collect some resources to be able to go down there so that I'll be safe. But also I just wanted to ask, I'm using the same shaders, which is the BSL shaders, which is in the description, but I'm using it on Iris instead of Optifine because it helps my FPS, because I know that's an issue with some of my other videos. And so I was wondering if the change in shaders is bothersome, or if it's worse, or just any sort of opinions on the shaders itself. While I'm up here, I think I also want to collect up the original obsidian from the first nether portal I made and then clear this whole place out, because I'm going to move where the nether portal is today, because maybe if I make it look better, I'll actually go there and, you know, trick myself into it. This whole structure is super cool, and I feel like one day I want a structure that goes up and around so that it can actually have like a storage system down there, because I think that whole idea could be super cool. I filled in this whole area. I think that I'm going to add some slabs so that it'll be easy to walk up and down, and this whole area just kind of comes together a little bit better, but the general idea and shape from this build is kind of there, I think. And once I've completed putting in all of the pieces of dirt, I'm going to start collecting up the things to go mining. I also think that I'm going to put down another layer of blocks under a lot of this dirt so that I don't accidentally sleeve myself and then fall to my death, because that would be really, really frustrating. So I'm going to put down some cobblestone and then another layer of dirt. As expected, I'm out of coal, as I thought that I would be, so while I'm down in the mines, that's going to be one of the blocks that I definitely need to get. And for now, I'm just going to use some of my wood. In the future, I'm thinking maybe I'll make a charcoal farm, because that was suggested to me, although I will have to look into how complicated that is. Okay, you can leave me be, just, by the way, okay, oh my gosh, okay, well, at least it won't kill me. For now, I think that I'm ready to go mining, and I'm going to go into the lush cave that I saw last episode, because it had a few offshoots into the cave that I think could be good for mining, as well as it's already kind of lit up from glowberries. Another thing I wanted to bring up is the fact that I don't have my glowing ores texture pack on anymore because I got rid of Optifine so I can install sodium and iris. I found a few texture packs that work with iris, they just didn't look as good as the original one, and so if you're wondering, that's why I don't have any more glowing ores. I think I want to light up this whole area just because I feel like there's mobs always that are under my base, and so not only is that annoying, but if I ever want to build a mob farm, I need to light up this area anyways so the spawn rates improve. There is coal here, which is something that I definitely need to collect, so I'm going to do that. Ooh, there's a zombie spawner right there. Okay, that could totally be useful, although I definitely need to not go in the original way. I think I'm going to try to go around so that I can take out the spawner, and then I won't have to deal with the zombies themselves. I think I'm also just going to tunnel there so that... Oh. Okay, well there's also a mine shaft, so I think maybe I'm going to go around both of those things so I don't immediately die for either of those. I need to find the bottom of this whole spawner so that I can actually take the zombies out from their feet, and then I don't have to deal with fighting against any of them. And that is the bottom of it, which means that I have to break, I think it's this block, or maybe it's the one right above it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is a giant cave. Oh my goodness, okay. I'm gonna put that cave for the side and check. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, there was 3 name tags. Whoa, I didn't know that that was something that could... There's 4 name tags. What in the heck? Oh my gosh. I mean, the seed's in the description, so you can check this for right now, because genuinely, I don't know how in the world 4 name tags were just in those 2 chests. I don't think that's supposed to happen. But also, because I got those 4 name tags, I think that I need to give myself a side quest of making an anvil so I can name my dogs. I feel like I keep going and going, but I'm not really getting anywhere. I mean, I know that I'm moving down Y levels, but I don't think I'm making any sort of progress, and this whole place is making me really stressed out. I mean, like, I'm constantly... See, right here, I would have just fallen in and then my whole world would have been ended because I'm not very good, and so I feel like my irresponsibility is just getting on my nerves. I feel like I'm going in circles and I don't really know where I'm going because all of these corridors and these tunnels are just pure deep slate, and if they're not, then they're lush caves, but the lush caves all look the same. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, please don't blow up. Please don't blow up. We can come to an agreement. Okay. Oh! Okay, well, he didn't blow me up, so it's not really an issue, I guess. Oh, nope, never mind. I can take him. It's just 1 creeper. I think I've gone through this tunnel like at least 3 or 4 times, and I keep making the exact same turn, and then I go into a circle. Ooh, there's an amethyst geode this way, which I could definitely use because I can use the amethyst blocks for building and stuff. And I feel like the clusters could look super cool, like hanging from the bottom of my island. I don't know how I haven't found a single diamond. It's been a significant amount of time for finding nothing, especially because I'm this far down. Oh my gosh, this place is gigantic. Oh my goodness. Just being in the mines in general makes me super uneasy. The nether makes me like panic and have a really, really high heart rate, but just being in the caves makes me feel like I'm always being watched. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I did not realize I was under the gravel that whole time. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, that weather down here is very freaky. Oh my gosh. I hate how surprised and scared I get from like stupid lightning. It's really not that scary, and I always freak myself out with it, and it's like toying with my emotions, and it's making me really frustrated. I don't know how it's taken me so long to find diamonds. It shouldn't be this hard, and I always do this and then get frustrated with myself and give up, and I hate the fact that I give up. No, I swear, I'm just going around and around in circles, and I'm not making any sort of progress, and it's really frustrating because I'm not doing anything right, and I don't know how I can correct it. I don't think it should be this hard to just go mining, and it's really not that hard to just go mining, but for some reason, for me, I just can't seem to do it. Oh my gosh. Can the weather please just stop? Now, at this point, I'd been mining for quite a while in real time, finding absolutely nothing. I was tired, stressed, and honestly on the verge of tears because this is one of the things my abilities in the game doesn't have strong skills in. So I made a deal with myself. Find 1 more diamond to at least make the enchanting room, and then you can go home. So I searched for just a little bit longer, checking every corner and corridor, and I finally found 1. Oh my gosh, thank goodness. Wait, is it only 1? Okay, it's only 1, but still, it's enough. I didn't complete one of my goals, but I got myself to keep going, which is improvement. This seems like a good place to head up. I marked my cords in case I need to come back down and get something, or if I forgot something, or if I need to find my way back. But I know that this was technically a failure in terms of getting all of my work done, but at least I got 1 diamond and got myself to keep going, and maybe in the future I'll be better about, I don't know, either setting realistic goals or following through or something. I can hear rain, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's dirt right here, which means that I'm pretty sure I'm close to the surface, which I'm really thankful for because I just want to be out of here. Okay. Oh my gosh. It's nighttime and it's still dangerous, but genuinely seeing the light right now is like really, really relieving. I hated being in that cave, all of it, and so it's sad how relieved I am to be at the surface. I hope I can find my way back home, but genuinely, like, I feel like crying because of how annoyed at myself I am from that. Ooh, I can see the lava from my iron farm, which means that I am close to my base. Thank goodness I made that over the river. That made it so much easier to find my way home. The lightning stopped, which I think means that I can't sleep it off, but for now, I'm just thankful that I can be home. And I think that I needed to take a second. After a short break in real time, I'm back, and I think that right now what I need to do is collect up some of the resources to change the way that the nether portal looks. I also realized that I did not pick up all of the obsidian from when I broke it earlier, and so I have to come back here to the original ruined portal I took obsidian from and collect up some of the obsidian. To do what I have in mind for the nether portal, I think that that's enough obsidian and magma blocks, and I'm going to head up back to my base so that I can sleep because it's about to be nighttime. I also wanted to point out how amazing the shaders looks like around the trees, because when I was using it with Optifine, I didn't really see like the sunbeams coming through, but now that I have Iris, I feel like it always just like works together a little bit better, and all of the shadows just look a little bit more realistic. So genuinely, I want your opinions on how it looks. One of the things I definitely need to do is expand the sugarcane farm because it's big so far, but it can definitely be bigger. And so when I come over here next time, I'll just immediately have enough sugarcane for the paper that I'm going to need to create all of the books. I think I did the math once, and it was like 135 sugarcane pieces and then 45 pieces of leather for a full enchanting like room with enough bookshelves. And I may not be good at Minecraft, but I am good at math. I also don't know, after spending an entire episode creating a stable source of food, I run out of hunger bars, and so I run out of sprint. At some point, I will definitely want to decorate the interior of this house, if not just create a whole new base, because as I said in the beginning, this is just a starter base. Even though it took way longer than it should have, I think that I am officially ready to create this enchanting table. Okay. With the enchanting table ready, I just need to create the anvil, and then I can start setting up the room itself, which I think I want to build where the Hobbit hole was originally, and so I can have like a sort of hidden enchanting room. And with that, I completed the side quest that I set for myself, which was to create this anvil so I could name my dogs. This is sort of the area that I want to build another portal because I think it's a good fit. I want to sort of arch or like have this like blended into the mountain effect, and I think that this place is pretty good because then the nether portal won't be a little bit too loud, because sometimes it can be. And this is where I want to put the enchanting room, so I'm going to extend the room itself a little bit and then set it up. Okay, well that is a giant ravine. I thought that I had been hearing mobs. I was correct the entire time. I wasn't just going crazy. Okay, well, maybe I want to explore this just a little bit, like be safe about it, but light it up so that I can not have so many mobs under me. I can't hear anything, although I'm just going to be careful because I feel like it's safer for me to light this whole area up. Maybe there'll be less mobs that spawn under me the next time, because it always gets super annoying when there's just like mobs constantly under me. I'm glad I found this place. I don't know what I can use it for, but maybe I can figure out something. I think I want this place to be sort of like a dark oak hobbit hole that fades into like a lush cave area, so I'm going to extend the bottom. I want it to also sort of be circular and not just be a giant box, because I feel like that can be sort of boring. I also definitely want to put down blocks under any sort of moss, because moss can be spleefed really, really fast, and I don't want to fall down into this ravine because I feel like my MLGs are not good enough to save myself from that fate. Okay, so I also just figured out that this sugarcane is just barely out of render distance, and so anytime that I'm working on my base, it doesn't actually load any sort of sugarcane, and so it won't grow if I leave it here. Okay, so I think that I finished the general look for how I want the enchanting table to be. I just need to add the bookshelves and the enchanting table itself. Oh my gosh. Do these things swing? Wait. Do these things swing? Have they done that the whole time? Now that I'm playing the waiting game in terms of my sugarcane growing and my cows growing up so that I can make more of them and then take their leather, I think that I'm going to start working on changing up the way that the nether portal looks. I want it to be around here so that it still sort of blends into the base and blends into the mountain. This is just going to be the only moment where I think I can't really hide the fact that I'm not very good at building. I think for the enchanting room, I want to change the floor around the enchanting table itself so that it looks a little bit interesting. Maybe I'll even put like a water and stair ring around it so that it sort of has this like water sound ambiance around it, because I think that that could be pretty cool. I think I'm probably going to put a barrel under it so that I can have all of my lapis and my tools. Okay, so I decided on a barrel so that I can hide all of my lapis down there and my tools for when I want to do the enchanting. And for now, I'm just going to fill in all the empty spaces by the stairs with water. I have enough for 3 bookshelves, so I'm going to get those set up and I will keep a tally of how many I have. I also want my grindstone and anvil to be in this room so that it's a lot easier for like enchanting and disenchanting and all of those things, so that it all sort of ties together, because I know that all of them are important together. After I had the basic motions of everything that I needed to get done completely done, I started collecting all of the resources that I would need, such as the sugarcane, which after I moved it did start to grow in the correct places, and I even placed a few more down just so that it would go faster. I also fed the cows so that I would have even more cows, and that process would go faster and set up where I wanted the nether portal to go. I'm not quite sure where I want to even start. I think that I need to terraform this whole area. And it's weird because it's on a diagonal and I want the portal to sort of be coming out of it. To definitely not stall, because I have a clear-cut idea of what I want to do with this build, I'm going to change up the land a little bit. I think that I want it to sort of like come out from all angles, even the ground, and I think this is the general area where I want the portal to be. The moonlight looks really good on this whole area. I set up the general area where I want the portal to be. I think that I cleared out a lot of the land, and so now I just have to sort of build it up. And I'm not sure what it's going to look like. I have the path up to it. I don't think I want it to slope down this whole way. I have to add the portal itself, but after I'm done with that, it'll be pretty much done. And then I just have to add like the surrounding area so that it looks like it's built in. I also have to remember to keep feeding my cows, and I realize now that there is a fox in there, which is the reason that I kept hearing squeaking, because I was really confused as to why my cows were squeaking. Once I get the general area for the nether portal sort of mapped out, which is what I'm doing right now, I will be able to start adding in the finishing touches and adding depth to it. This looks okay. I definitely want the bottom of the portal to be shown because it looks kind of weird right now, so I'm going to lower some of these blocks and then I'll be done with the portal itself. One of the blocks that I want in the palette for the nether portal is black concrete, because it's just like so dark, and thankfully I'm right next to a river, and so the 3 ingredients, which are sand, gravel, and black dye, are just right here. Okay, so I made the black concrete powder, which isn't super hard, and after I'm done with that I can just make it into concrete really fast. It's only 16 blocks, but I can always make more really fast just because I am right next to a river. I think this looks good so far, and once I add more blocks it'll look a little bit better, but I feel like I want more depth. And with that, I think that I just need to light it up and add a few finishing touches for it to be complete. Maybe creating this will add a little bit incentive for me to actually go to the nether, because I'm kind of terrified of it, and I'm thinking maybe I want to break the blocks behind this, but for now it's okay. And with that, I'm officially done. I added some magma so that it looks like it's coming out from the ground, but other than that, I think that it's officially complete, so I'm okay with this for now, and that means that one of my, I want to call it 2, but technically 3 goals is done. And during my time creating this nether portal, I was also killing and breeding cows so that I could collect up their leather, as well as getting sugarcane that I could craft into sugar and make books. From there, I could put bookshelves down and add to my enchanting room so that one of my goals was slowly progressing. By the time I was done with the nether portal, I had already completed 6 bookshelves, meaning I had 9 remaining. I'm going to head over to the oak forest biome as well as try to find a plains biome to find any herds of cows so that I can kill them and my process of collecting leather goes faster. Having an idea of this plains biome is going to be very helpful in the future for builds. Okay, thank goodness. I also found the place where I found the bees last episode, and so I can sleep in the bed I placed down because I forgot to bring one on this trip. But I can also collect up the honey because the bees have actually made it by now, and so I can bring it home with me. Because of how much leather that I got, I think that I can make 3 more bookshelves, which is progress from where I originally was. I just counted, and right now we have 12 bookshelves, so with the one in my hand, we are only 2 away, which only takes 6 leather and 18 sugarcane, if I'm not mistaken, which means that we are very, very close to finishing this. The only thing I was missing was a little bit of sugarcane, and while it isn't growing fast, it was growing fast enough, so I will have enough by the time that I get up there. I crafted 2 more bookshelves with all of the resources that I had in my inventory, which means that after I place these 2 down, I will officially have finished my enchanting room and it will be completely done. This place seems like it's dark enough that mobs could spawn in here even if they can't. I want it to be kind of lit up and bright, so I'm going to place this lantern down, and with that, I'm officially done with my full enchanting room, which can enchant up to level 30. As well as my nether portal. So 2 of my 3 goals that I set for myself today were completed, and the third I am working on. I know that I'm not always the best player, so I thank you guys for sticking around and watching me. I am genuinely trying to get better, so any sort of ways to improve. I know that there aren't a lot of super easy ways to get better at the game other than constantly playing, and I can't always do that because I'm a pretty busy person. So any sort of like tips and tricks I would 100% listen to and really appreciate. If you guys wanted to give them to me, I never take it as like hateful. I always take it as constructive criticism, and it actually means a lot to me when you go out of your way to try to make me better at the game. So I thank you all for sticking around as always. Thank you for watching. If you have any tips and tricks, let me know. I'm sorry I can't always be the best, but I'm improving. So thank you all for watching. It really does mean a lot, and I'll see you next time.